Hola a todos y welcome to Lecciones con Lizzie. I am here to give advice and share some how-tos for the election. This week's advice is be prepared. We know that people are more likely to vote when they have a plan, so let's get planning. To make a voting plan, we need to answer the 5 W's: who, what, when, where, and why. For the who, who's voting? Hopefully you. For my voting plan, I planned on voting with my partner. What? What's on your ballot? To find out, let's get to our first how-to of the video: how to look up your sample ballot. To find your sample ballot, search NC Voter Lookup, then click the link that says check registration status. Type in your first and last name, then make sure that one of these boxes is checked, probably registered, and click search. Click on your result, then scroll down until you see sample ballot. Let's take a look at my sample ballot. I've been doing my research and reading up on candidates, so these names all look familiar. But when I scroll down, I can see that my ballot has a backside. And when I get to the backside, I see that these aren't candidates at all. So thank goodness I looked at my ballot, otherwise I would not have been ready for these questions on the back. Taking the time to read through your entire ballot makes sure that you're prepared for the election. When and where? To answer this, you need to figure out where are your voting sites and what are their hours. Let's hop over to another how-to and I'll tell you how to figure that out. To find my voting location, I go right back to the site that I was just on, and I can find my voting location directly above my sample ballot. This is the address of my election day polling site, but if I plan on voting early, I can use this link to find out what my early voting site options are. For early voting, you can vote in any site that is in your county. Here I can see that for early voting, I have 8 different options. And if I scroll out or use a different size browser, then I can see where all of these locations are on a map. I recommend voting early because you can use the location that works best for you. Maybe you want to use the location that's closest to your friend's house because y'all plan on voting together. Maybe you want to use a location that is on your way home from work, or maybe you want to use the location, this is the one that I use, that is closest to your house. If you click on it, you can see all of the hours for your polling place. Another reason I recommend voting early is because you are able to update your voter registration on the same day that you go to vote. You are not able to do that if you vote on election day. Remember that if you decide to vote on election day, the site that you see here is the only one you will be able to vote at. Your site will probably be different than mine, so make sure that you double check what yours is. And if you're voting on election day, the voting hours are 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. And remember to stay in line. If you are in line by 7:30 p.m., you will be allowed to vote, so do not get out of line. Last but not least, why? I know that voting can be a pain in the ass, but making sure you know why you're getting out to vote this year can help motivate you to stick to your plan. One of my whys for this year is my little sister. She's only 16, so she can't vote yet, but this election will still impact her. I'm voting to make sure my little sister has the right to make decisions about her own body. So that's how to make a plan to vote. I hope you make a plan and stick to it. Thanks so much for tuning in and happy voting. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below or send us a DM. Bye.